I did something pretty fun today, guys. Um, I had my dear friend Gwen that I've mentioned many times in videos before. I had her come over today, and let's get this adjusted. We've got the sun. Let's see if that's...
Your whole face isn't even in the cam.
Yeah, oh, we got it. We're just figuring it out. So, oh, that's a little bit better, I think. Let's try moving it over here. We gotta get... Oh, the darn sun. I like this spot, but the sun just...
Oh, yep.
Eli, you gotta turn your sound off. Is it just covering up the screen? What does it look like? Let me see. Oh, there's this like a ray of sun in my face. Long time. Yes. I'm trying to figure out this sunshine here.
And it's really unfocusing the camera.
One ray of sunshine. I'll have to sit like this.
I should donate money.
Maybe, no, I sounded really Midwestern when I said that. Yeah, so I did something fun today. I have my friend, how is my life? It's good. It's seeming very normal now. We are, back out into the public again. No restrictions here where I live. So it seems very normal now. Work life was very, very busy. Good evening, but it's morning for you, Casey.
Reese's Pieces?
Oh, my son is sitting next to me.
I'm eating Reese's Pieces.
And he's eating candy, and he keeps offering it to me, but I don't want any more.
Well, I'm offering it to the viewers.
You offering it to the viewers? Oh, I have this... It's a beautiful sunny day today. It was a little cool this morning, but it is a nice sunny day. And, there's just this one ray of sunshine that wants to be in the way. Oh, that's better now.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Wait.
That's better now. We're trying to get the...
Yeah, I forgot about the delay.
Technical difficulties. Trying to get that sunshine. We'll see what it does when it moves down a little bit. Because we're about 3 hours from sunset right now. So my friend came over today and she sat down with me and we had a talk about our friendship, and she let me record it, and she was really nervous, but it was fun. So I'm going to upload that. Please don't rock on that chair. I'm talking to my son because it's squeaky. And it was really fun, and she was super nervous about it, but it worked out really nice. Got 9 a.m. What else? I'm setting up all my things here. I think I've got everything. Okay, I think I've got everything set up. So a nice pretty day today. We had some clouds this afternoon, and we were supposed to have some thunderstorms, but they kind of went north and south of us. We could have used some of the rain, but that's okay.
I don't want you.
My son is out here, and he says he's going to moderate for me, and he's going to sit next to me and distract me. I tried again to get my older son to sit in, and he just said no, he would sit and eat his dinner in front of everybody, but he won't talk, he said. So maybe one of these times.
That wasn't on purpose. I'm sorry. It was that.
Oh, you're bumping the table.
Looked like an earthquake.
Oh, I lost my messages for a minute there, guys. Sorry. What's her type? ISFJ. That's her type. And did I check out any NF? I did listen to part of one song, but I haven't really had time to sit down and listen. Monday is always a busy day for me. It's my day off. I always have Mondays off, but as you know, I upload a video in the morning, and then my girlfriend came over, and then I'm, feed my family, and then I'm here with you guys. So, um, yeah, so I did check out that NF. I checked out just a little bit, and I will listen to some more. I just have to have time where I can actually sit and do that. And my mama hen, if you guys watch the video of the hatched chicks, my mama hen brought her chicks out and about today, but she is, as I expected, totally frantic and will not let me anywhere near them or her. If I walk within 20 feet of her, she's like dragging her babies off. So it'll be tricky to film them at all with her, but they're super cute, and she still has all 8 of them, which is fun. 3 or 4 of them are light colored, and then the other 4 are black. And who knows who their moms are, because we have so many chickens, they just lay their eggs, and I just give them the mamas. I give them eggs that I pick out, so I don't know whose are whose.
Selective breeding.
Yeah, selective breeding. My son says. I can see her right now, actually. She's got them sitting out in the sun, which is really cute. But she's so far away, even if I turned you guys around, you wouldn't be able to see them, and she would just run away. She doesn't.
Mom,
She
you could
doesn't.
zoom in.
She doesn't trust
You
me.
could switch the camera, zoom in.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just gonna
It's
leave it.
flat, so.
You have reds, easy birds. Yeah, I've had reds before. I like the more heritage breeds, I guess. I've had those when I first started, and now I have Icelandic, and they're kind of a little more wary and kind of wild, I guess. They kind of act a little half feral almost, especially with their babies. And I like the broody tendency in my chickens, so you're gonna have to take the dog in the house, Eli.
Like cold breeze.
Can you please take the dog in the house?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my headphones so I can listen to
So
you.
I like the broody tendency, and they don't really have that in production line breeds like Reds or Barred Rocks. I like them to raise their own babies. So,
Rudy, come on.
can you take them in the house?
No, you'll bite me.
Oh, he'll bite you. My old dog will bite him. Okay,
See?
do you want to? Okay, Eli's going to sit in and chat with you guys while I take the dog in the house so he doesn't bark. My very old dog gets cranky when my son picks him up, but I'll take him in the house, and he's going to bark the whole time otherwise. So if you guys want to ask Eli any questions, he's going to sit in for me. I'll be right back.
I don't even know anymore. Oh.
Nobody had anything to say to you? Okay.
Except for a hi.
Okay.
Hi and
Hop
a
up.
smiley face.
Oh, so anyway, my friend is an ISFJ, and I didn't. Oh. Hi, Kieran. Dark light. Permaculture. Oh, yes. I studied permaculture for probably 2 winters in a row, and I did, install some fruit guilds and stuff underneath my apple trees and underneath my other fruit trees because I have cherries and pears, and yeah, they work really well. Is it me or all INFJs not good with money? I don't like to spend money. I don't know what else you're supposed to do with it, but I don't like to spend it. I like to save it. I have like paranoia about running out of money, I guess. I've always been, in my adult life, I've always been very well provided for, comfortable. we've had some hardship and things, but my husband's is a good provider, so we've always had that. And then my income has always been kind of extra, but I'm not good at numbers, like math type things. I've heard that INFJs are not good with money. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty financially responsible, but I just don't like to spend it. You're going where?
Bike ride.
You're going for a bike ride? Oh, my moderator's going for a bike ride.
You can do whatever you want. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh, I'm not going to moderate myself. That's just weird.
You can moderate yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
If someone
Just take it to Dad, maybe.
Dad's watching TV, he's gonna forget about it.
Okay.
If someone says something inappropriate, you just click on their name and click on a punishment.
It's funner to give away than it is to spend it. Yeah, definitely. I have many times in my life been probably too generous to people. It's taken me 55 years to figure out how to get enough to have a comfortable life. Kieran, I thought you were young. You're not? I mean, 55 isn't old, but for some reason I thought you were a young man. Without my husband, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm a hard worker, so I would survive however I had to, And I don't know. I think I would be very comfortable with a very simple life as well. But you got to take into account your family when you do that, and some people like more things, I guess. But yeah, I don't like to spend money. My husband does. We can balance each other out, Young mind, old body. So Kieran, your strawberries? Are they ripe yet? Are you picking them? You live dog years. Do you feel old? I feel the same in my head as I did when I was 20. I just know a lot more now.
Mom, there's no brakes.
Oh, he's gonna ride his bike around the yard.
No, I'm going on an actual bike ride. I just want to say.
Oh, 10 strawberries. Oh, Michael, you can try. It's not so busy, the live chat. It's nice to see you.
You can try what?
It's falling apart already. Oh, yeah. About the size of a pea. Yeah, they'll need a little bit more rain, Karen. My strawberries are just now blooming. We're a little bit behind because we have late frost dates. I'm excited for strawberries. I have a bunch of volunteer strawberries that are... Okay, Eli.
I'm offering.
Yeah, they don't...
Reese's Pieces.
Okay. My son is starting to bother me now.
Alright. I want to see my hand starring a lead role.
So, yeah, Michael, the live stream isn't that busy. You could definitely try. You could put some comments in there, and I'll respond to them. I catch up anyway. If I sit and talk about something, and then I scroll back to the old one, so I try to catch up. I think if it got too busy, I don't know, it might overwhelm me a little bit. But now he's riding his bike into my garden. I'm not sure. My son, all day he's busy with something else, and then when I get busy, then he's trying to get my attention by doing things like riding his bicycle through my flower beds, which is irritating, and making strange noises. Yeah, the weather right now is nicer than it was all day. It was kind of cool this morning, and like I said, there was that storm rolling in. Is live harder than filming? Well, no. It's I've given up on having a topic, first of all, because the first couple I thought, I need to have a topic, but then, people start commenting and then it's like a conversation. It's harder in the way when you don't have any when you don't have any comments and you don't know what to say, should you just sit there or should you, like prattle on? I never really quite know in that instance. Like, I don't want to just sit here and stare at myself because that's what I see is comments rolling up the side and then my own face. So, and filming, if I decide like, oh, I need to stop and think for a minute, you can pause. But I do really enjoy the lives because it's really cool to kind of connect to you guys and have you comment live. That would scare me. I was really excited. I was really excited to do a live. I'm not sure why, but I was so, when YouTube gave me the capability to do that, I was so excited, and I'm not sure why, but it's cool. It's like, then it makes me feel like you guys are more real people because I know you're real people, but in the comments, it's like I could comment back, but here, I don't know. It just feels more real, I guess, is the right thing. But the first time I did one, I was like terrified until I hit go live, and then I was still terrified until people started commenting, and then you just talk. But it's not so scary. The only scary thing is like if someone that is, someone pops in, and it happens almost every time, someone pops in with something inappropriate, or that's the only thing that bothers me, but there's ways of handling it. Yeah. Well, dark light, probably because I'm not necessarily talking about something that would make me feel vulnerable in the lives. I'm just responding, and then it's more just like off of my head. And in the videos, it's off of my head too because they're not scripted, and I very rarely have notes. But I guess you get me more as I am this way. A random. Yeah. And the videos usually, I have thought about, I'll have my topic to talk about, and I've thought about it for a day or two, and then I'll think about it for about 30 minutes before I start a video, and I'll pray a little bit and stuff. And I do have a huge amount of anxiety before I start a video, and I always have to take a deep breath. But then, when I'm talking, because it usually ends up being some heart stuff, and that can be kind of hard to talk about specifically with people I don't really know. I mean, anybody in the world could watch it. Hi. Yeah, we could have used some rain today, but it's nice to see the sun here too. Summertime here is so short, and we don't have a lot of
3 months.
3 months. Yeah, we get 3 months that it's not freezing out.
And that slowly gets colder. By
Yeah.
slowly, I mean 50, 30, 20.
Yeah, we go
0.
from 80 degrees to 20 and then 0 in a very short amount of time, it seems like. Yeah,
Maybe
summer is like short and sweet here.
You enjoy it while you can. My summers are always hot. You always feel hot here because we're always freezing.
Yeah, I would have liked to see some rain today, Mr. Goodwrench. But that's okay. I'll have to water my garden then. That's what that means, because it's going to get pretty hot the next couple days. And by pretty hot, I mean 80 degrees. And that's warm for here. So, and bright sunshine is going to dry out my plants. So I will have to water now because it didn't rain today. it's dark light. It's really difficult to not do it in your head. Sometimes when I know the topic, I pretty much always know the topic, excuse me, of my next video. And I actually lay down in bed at night and I'm like going over it and over it in my head. And then when it comes out, it isn't all that I wanted to say. If it's something that I want to have very specific, like a list of something, or if I'm answering people's questions in a video, then I will have notes. But I end up rambling anyway. And some people don't like that word, but that is just what it seems like to me, is rambling. And that's what I feel like these whole lives are, just me rambling for an hour or however long it ends up being. But it's difficult to stop rolling it over in your head. It really is. I've tried. I'm still trying to adjust this stand. That's better. Are my clients different after the pandemic? Not really. They want to talk about what they did in quarantine, but you got to remember that I live in an area that has a lot of essential workers. We have a lot of like mills and people that work construction and things like that. So most people were working in this area, other than like waitresses, bartenders, and barbers. Most people were working, so things weren't much different for them. The majority of people either do not wear a mask or don't want to wear a mask. They're, yeah. It isn't, we don't really have, I think we have 7 cases in my county and they're all recovered. For a very long time, we didn't have any. So it hasn't really affected us. And that keeps people feeling pretty safe. There are still some people that are very terrified. And I like to reassure them, that we're doing our best. We're doing our best to protect them and keep things clean and safe. But they're really not. People are just kind of the same. The first week I was back to work, people were still very fearful, very panicked. But they, yeah, everything seems really normal now. Just really back to normal. I feel like my INFJ brain is endlessly growing and changing and evolving. I often spend all night thinking. Getting older seems crazy. Don't know how much more my brain can take. Oh. All night mentally planning. I lie awake for hours doing this. Yeah, I used to lie awake. Now I take some CBD oil before I go to bed because I was getting such a small amount of sleep. And I can't function without sleep. I'm just so tired. My brain, my body just hurts if I don't sleep enough. I'm trying to think about that. It's hard to respond sometimes to comments because you know how we need time to process things sometimes. I think my brain is endlessly growing and I'm, like getting new information and it just gets filed in somewhere. And I think sometimes it throws out other stuff. Like it's like a filing system. Like it doesn't keep everything. It throws out stuff that's unnecessary. But then I can remember like a recipe or a phone number from when I was a child or something weird like that. But I actually, Michael, I really enjoy getting older. I like it a lot better than I did when I was in my 20s. So it does not slow down. No, I think now it's warm. Yeah, I use the CBD oil for sleeping. I started using it I was having just terrible insomnia and I was awake like most of the night. And so I started using that and I go right to sleep now. You have to get a pretty high, it's like 1,000 milligrams, Michael. You have to get a pretty high dosage, and you want to get a strain that's made for anxiety, I think. Oh, back to reading, Jill. That is great. I haven't been reading. I've been pulling weeds in the garden and wandering around outside. Winter is more of a reading time for me. I like to spend as much time as I possibly can outside while the weather is nice because, as you guys know, I do not do well in the cold. Power of passion and perseverance. That sounds interesting. Local honey. And local raw honey also helps with allergies if you take that. And my friends have a beehive, so I get honey from them. What about INFJs being exposed? Is it exposed to bipolar disorder? I know there was times that I thought I might be bipolar because of the way I would act. You know, there was times where I had so much energy and then I would go flat, you know, like so depressed. But I think it's a lot more extreme than that. Hi, Dan. Nice to see you. Yeah, dark light, I haven't been to a doctor in a lot of years either because it seems like every time I go, I end up having to have surgery again. So now my son is pounding on the window inside the house. This child is just born to make me crazy. Does anybody else have an ENFP in their life? I have a young ENFP, and people love ENFPs, and I love him too, but he's just so high energy, so excited about everything in life, and I'm like, we're trying to be professional here. We're trying to keep it, you know, something, and he just wants to distract me, which I'm sure you guys don't mind. Yeah, I don't go to the doctor. I would like an ENFP in my life. Yeah, they keep things lively. Actually, you know, my husband and my daughter are ESFPs, and they also keep things lively. I'm eating. Immortal Flame is Eli, is my son. He's my moderator. So I'm eating sugar. The ADHD has taken over, and now I'm not even sure if he's ADHD or if it's just his personality type because yeah, we'll see. And he would be a non-medicated ADHD child if that's the case, because I, of course, chose not to medicate him. But yeah, at this point in my life, I am not going to the doctor unless I think whatever is going on might possibly kill me. So I'm kind of done with the medical world. They haven't really helped me too much other than removing parts of my body. Oh, Jill, that is a long time. I was home for 2 months, and then our state Supreme Court overturned our governor's order, so we were just let out all of a sudden one day. You don't want the energy I have. It's a lot of energy. He's just kind of bouncing all over the place. I think we got to get him running. He ran cross country last year. My older boy has run cross country since 7th grade, and he'll be a senior this year. And he's a really good runner, so we're hoping little brother can kind of get in there too. Michael, I understand that. I didn't think that you mind getting older. I understand what you're saying about your brain feels overwhelmed with stuff to think about. It can be that way, and especially right now when it seems like everything is so uncertain. And I mean, people keep saying that. I don't feel like things are uncertain. I don't know. I have just like this ridiculous amount of peace, and I have since 2 weeks after our stay-at-home order started. I have just this, not understandable peace about everything that, so I don't feel like things are uncertain. I think things are going to change, but I don't think things are uncertain. But I've had times where there was just too much to think about, and I ended up kind of crashing and burning because you think your responsibility is to solve the world's problems, and you can't always do that. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. It is kind of hard that I can't see other people. It would be cool if they could turn this into like a Zoom call or something, but then everyone's faces would be so tiny. But it was nice to hear from you. Yeah, people are spending time on their own, and I think it was a good thing for me to have a lot of time on my own. Well, I never have time on my own because I have children, but there was a change kind of in the way things felt, and the way things felt like kind of starting like the end of December, early January. I just felt like, I don't know, the environment felt different or something. It was just an odd thing. And Michael has been a long-time subscriber of mine, and I really appreciate him. So I'm glad that he popped in here. He hasn't commented on my videos for a while, and I thought he disappeared. But yeah, he just popped in on the last one, and yeah, I haven't heard from him for a while. And he always had very interesting, very thought-provoking comments. So I appreciate him. I appreciate all of you guys. It's just a super cool thing to have, like, I guess, a community. And yeah, I'll have to think about Michael's comment for a little while. He's a good guy. He really is. Our churches, Jill, our churches opened up right after the stay-at-home order was repealed, which was, I can't remember when, May 20th maybe. And some of them reopened. And I went the last 3 weeks. I think the church that I've been going to now, they've been open for 4 weeks. So I did watch some church at homes, but I've done that for the last 7 years, watch sermons online. So that isn't the same as being in person and being able to do corporate worship, which I enjoy very much. Oh, Immortal Flame is my son. Um, he, no, he's not an INFJ. He's ENFP. And I really, as a mom, when my kids were young, it was important for me to build a strong connection to my children. So I really tried to, because it was important for me. I don't have a great relationship with my mother, and I didn't have a great relationship with my dad either. So it's very important for me to build a strong connection and a good relationship with my children as they grow up. So, yeah, all of my kids are they're great kids. Oh, thank you, Eli. Okay, okay, Kieran, what is a paradigm shifter? Tell me that. You always bring up stuff that I don't know what you're talking about. It's a super busy time of year for me, so watching Bye, Eli. Thank you. He's gotten bored with us. So, Kieran, you're 55 years old. Now, I don't know why, but I thought you were like, yeah, 20. I'm not sure why. That's kind of funny. Put my focus on where my energy is. That's what that's what paradigm shift is. A change in all around reality based on perspective manifesting. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I've not heard about that. So I did this video with my friend today. So should I upload it tomorrow or should I wait till Friday for my regular upload time? I don't know. I don't want to like, I try to stay on a schedule because I know that that's better for, so I'm more dependable, I guess. And I want to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I've been so busy at work that the Wednesday isn't necessarily possible unless I record 2 videos on a different day or something. So I don't know. Should I just upload it in the morning or should I wait till Wednesday or wait till Friday? I drink out of mason jars. I'm sure lots of people do, but we don't really have any glasses in the house anymore because my kids break them and these ones are harder to break. Yes, upload. She did. She was really nervous. I don't know why, because she has a great camera presence, and she did a great job. And I told her what the topic was prior. I wanted her to tell the story of like when she first tried to be my friend and what I said to her. Yeah, I store food in mason jars. I drink out of them. Yeah, they're hard to break. I know. I love making the videos with my kids and my husband, but they just aren't super willing. Well, I'm sure Eli, Immortal Flame, I'm sure he would make a video with me every time if I wanted to. But I and my older son, he just will not. And my husband, I keep asking him, like, do you want to sit in my live stream? Do you want to make a video with me? And they're just not interested. He, I don't know, my husband, he doesn't like the way he looks on camera, I think. The poor guy. He doesn't feel too confident about himself. Well, Dan, when I first started, I feel like I had to cut a lot too. I felt very nervous and very full of anxiety, and I didn't know what to talk about necessarily. It just gets easier the more you do it. And if people like what you have to say, they're going to listen no matter what you look like. So it's not, I don't know. It just takes practice. But yeah, my friend did such a good job. Yeah, I'll upload that in the morning and I'll let her know. Her kids, she said she's not going to watch it because she has a difficult time watching people on YouTube. And I'm like, well, just listen to it then. You don't have to watch the face. You can just listen to it. But it was a good conversation. It's getting harder. Yeah, well, dark light, it does for a little while. I mean, there's been some things really that I really needed to talk about and I avoided talking about them. It was really difficult to talk myself into it. And then but those are usually the videos that are good. The videos that like have a message and that people need to hear. Those are the ones that are more difficult to do because there's been some that were super emotionally. And yeah, Dan, it will mess with you. I mean, I have gone through some really hard times in this past year, some of them about making videos. um, it does really beat you up. It is like, I would say it's like a labor of love, but I mean the self-doubt will come in like a hawk as soon as you start uploading. And then, if you're a person that watches your numbers, I try not to watch them too much, but if you watch your numbers, I mean, it can just eat you. And you just have to be careful. Oh, Clara, a bar at 1:30. Oh, goodness. Were you at work or were you out with people? I really love to sit out here. It is my favorite place. Thank you, Darklight. Yeah, it does. It does mess with you. It, yeah. And then, then there'll be people that come in and comment once your videos start getting, once your videos get more views, you're going to get some nasty people that come in. And I think there's just some people that just want to be mean, or, there's going to be that, and then that will mess with you. There's some people that will be inappropriate, and it isn't just because I'm a woman. I found out, some guy YouTubers get inappropriate comments too, and that'll mess with you. And then you think like, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing here? Am I putting myself out there to be picked at or whatever? But it ends up being worth it in the end. And it is a long road. I mean, it took, I don't even know how long, months before I got like any traction, and there was some, but not that I'm like this, huge thing or anything. I'm really comfortable with where I'm at right now. I mean, honestly, it could just stay here and I would be perfectly thrilled with that. Oh, let's scroll back here. And Dan, the community will come. It's kind of like the people that resonate with you and know what you're talking about, and even the people sometimes that disagree with something you're saying, the community comes. The people come, and they'll go in and out. Like Sweet Michael, that was, commenting a few times there and came out. I mean, people come and go, but we do the same thing. Like I come and go on people's channels. There's some that I try to really, really connect with them every time because I really appreciate them and what they're trying to say. But there's some people that I watched religiously, and then I just stopped because for whatever reason, my brain has moved on to the next thing. So let's go back here so we don't miss anybody. Oh, Darklight, yeah, and you'll keep growing because the things that you're saying are good for people. You'll keep growing. And I can remember, back when I reached 200 subscribers, I was terrified. When I reached 500 subscribers, I was even more terrified because I always feel like that's a lot of people to lead astray. But, how do you feel when your subscribers or YouTube watchers write about how good looking you are? I'm sorry to ask, but what can I say? I'm one of them. It depends on how the comment is worded. I am not good at taking compliments, but putting my face on a public forum has kind of been immersion therapy in accepting compliments. And so long as they are respectful, because I've had some comments in that area that were not, and I typically delete those. But I think I needed to learn how to accept compliments, so this has been definitely immersion therapy into that. So it's been good. But thank you. I always felt like an alien being and nobody gets me. Now I kind of have some control understanding of where all this empathetic energy is coming from. Yeah, understanding the way you were made and the way that you're put together is so powerful, because I know for me, I always felt like I was crazy. I didn't feel like an alien being or anything. I never fit in. I don't know that I'm going to fit in ever. And today I was kind of having a conversation with myself, like, what would I have to do to fit in to more than just, one person? Like, my bestie that was here with me this afternoon, like, I fit in perfectly with her. But if I go into a crowd of people, I never can, like, make a connection enough to feel like I fit in. But understanding how you work is just helpful. And yeah, I always felt like I was crazy, and now I'm realizing I'm not, and I don't need to be medicated, and I don't need to be, locked up in a mental health unit. This is just how I am. They say things they would never say in real life. I know, they're like keyboard warriors or something, like so mean. And so disgusting sometimes. I'm like, why would you even say that to somebody? But you're hiding behind your phone, your keyboard. Like, I don't have to look at their face. They don't have to see my face when I read that thing. And now I've kind of built up some walls to that. I just delete, occasionally block. If they come back in a second time and do the same thing, I have now blocked 2 people on my channel. If they come in the second time and say the same thing and they're just mean or perverted or whatever, I just block them. Sometimes, there's been a few times that I've had commenters, kind of chit chat with me, which is great. And then when they ask, for my contact information, of course I won't give it to them because, I want to protect my privacy. And then they just leave my channel, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. I am a married woman. I am very committed. I took my vows very seriously, and one man is enough, So, oh, Clara, good night. Good night, Clara. I almost did not subscribe because I don't want to come off as a stalker. No. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we understand how, our brains work, and when you like find somebody like you, whether they're on the internet or whatever, you're very drawn, and that is just how it is. You have a strong desire to live in nature alone, but you have a wife and 3 kids. Well, yeah, then that's probably not going to work, Mike. You might have to wait, or yeah, you can't live in nature alone. I don't think I would want to live in nature alone. I do like to be with the people, for some time anyway. So Dan, when before I discovered MBTI, I was always trying to change myself because I didn't accept myself and I didn't fit in, but now I understand myself better. Me too. I was always trying to be something I wasn't. I was always trying to be an acceptable Midwest woman, or a preferred Midwest woman, which would be an extroverted party girl, I guess, that likes to throw parties and likes to have people over and likes to entertain and can gather people. And that's what I tried to do, and it was exhausting, and it made me really depressed, and I couldn't live up to that. So that's not what I'm going to be, I guess. Oh, Clara, um, and Darklight, I don't know if I could ever tend bar. I mean, I do hair, and that is, you're with people, but I have a hard time with people who are drunk. So I wouldn't be, but my daughter's a bartender. She loves it, and she's great at it, but she's, an entertainer. And people got to keep themselves in check. Yes, they do. Mind your manners. That's what I always say. Oh, she is an ISFJ, my friend, Derek. ISFJ. Well, Dan, I think, yeah, extroverts, I mean, they're just, this is hard to admit, but sometimes they're more fun. They seem like they really enjoy their life. I mean, the extroverts I live with, they really have fun and they're really just genuinely happy. They're not, so they really enjoy life. And being around them makes me happier because they kind of bring me down to that level where I'm like, okay, life is not so serious. Yeah, I missed something too, wrong motivation. I wasn't really sure what that meant. And Mr. Goodwrench, that is a long time to be forced into something that you're not. I probably would not have survived that. Yeah, Mike, being an introvert living in a society built for extroverts is hard. You're right. And it seems like, the extroverts and the gatherers of people are more successful because they want to push harder. But I also don't really, I'm like, I'm kind of afraid of success, whatever that is anyway. So, oh yeah, yeah, people were looking for my personal information. Yeah, they weren't necessarily looking to probably watch my videos or anything. They just saw, my face and whatever and thought, you know, maybe I was an easy target or something, but I work in a barber shop, so I deal with men all the time, and I kind of know when they're, you know, what their motivations are and how to deal with them, I guess. Thank you, Braxton. Classified and certified. Yeah, Dan, I've had that too, where people try to get you to talk more. And it was usually in like group settings or meetings. And sometimes I wasn't talking, I was waiting until everybody else was done. And sometimes I didn't want to answer their question because I have a hard time being anything but honest, and people don't always like an honest answer, especially in like a work meeting or when we were in like different church things where they would ask questions that would be difficult for me to answer because my answer wasn't like delightful. And I feel like I can remember one of the questions was like, what was your favorite Christmas memory as a child? Well, first of all, I don't remember most of my childhood, and I'd never had a good feeling about Christmas until my kids got older. So I did not want to answer that question, and they would force it out of me. Sometimes it is good to have people make you talk because you need to, and what you have to say is important. And otherwise, you would just sit silent and observe, or at least I would. Yeah, Mike, yeah, the extroverts are like, get me out of here. I need to go to work. Chilly there today. Well, Derek, it's kind of like, it's warm. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but the breeze is cool. So like I get too warm, so I have to take my sweatshirt off, and then I get too cool when the breeze picks up. So Yeah, Mike, we need time to process things. So it's hard when a lot of people are talking and there's a lot of information and then they ask you a question and you have like 5 seconds to answer it, especially if they want something that's like intelligent back. I was in a conversation once and calling him a fancy monkey. Yeah, my therapist who told me to start this channel, she's watched a few of my videos and she had told me, oh, on an old video when I did like social anxiety thoughts before walking into church, she just could not believe what would go on inside my head. And I feel like nobody else ever does this. I used to think everybody was like that, but they're not. Awakened INFJ, nice to see you. It's been a long time since I've heard from you, and you have not posted a video in forever, and I enjoy your videos. I love your accent. Yeah, that video. And that video was so old, and now and I dropped my phone and then it was upside down and I uploaded it anyway cuz I'm like, "Ah, whatever, who cares? No one's going to watch it anyway." Yeah, Jonas, you need to do more videos because I enjoy watching your videos. Yeah, the Swedish accent. And then people talk about my accent and I'm like, "What accent?" I know that I have yeah, this Midwest Wisconsinese, I guess. Oh, hi, Jasmine. Do you ever feel like you influence your husband or family to be more introverted, and do you feel bad about that? I think, especially my husband and my daughter, I don't think there's any way to make them, they're ESFPs. They are like, the extroverted of extroverts. I don't think there's any way to make them more introverted. Um, I have taught them to kind of respect my space, I guess, when I need time. And my husband's really good at that. But yeah, they love the people. I sometimes have to like find an escape route. If we go to like a family function or something, I have to sometimes say, you know what, I'm going home. You guys can stay here or, find a ride or why don't you bring me home and then come back but I don't think I've influenced them to be more introverted. I think that they are just set in how they are. Thank you, Jonas. You feel it coming. Yeah, it's kind of a rush when the videos ideas come in and then you got to make your list and stuff. Now you take care too, sir. Everyone else is trying to bend us into being more extroverted. Yeah, they were like, you need to get out more. You need to. Thank you, Jonas. It was nice to see you. Mike, when I was younger, when I was in high school, I went to a lot of concerts, mostly because, that's where my boyfriend wanted to go. I did enjoy the music, but the loud and then all the people, and I didn't know at that time why it was so scary to me, but I was always very uncomfortable with all the people. Even though I was at like punk rock concerts, so, it's hard to feel out of place at a punk rock concert unless you're dressed up like a princess or something. I don't know. But loud noises are just really hard. I think it would be hard for me to go to a concert now without earplugs. Wisconsin up there, hey? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's it's kind of funny when I like to watch. There's a YouTuber called Charlie Barons, and he's from Wisconsin, and he does the Manitowoc Minute. And it's so funny because all the stuff that he talks about and says, I'm like, I do not sound like that. But I do enjoy his videos. So check out the Manitowoc Minute if you want it. Those are my people. Oh, Braxton, I'm so glad. That is so good. What do you need to hear? Yeah. And we're almost done with that list of questions. I feel like I've been on it forever, but I think there's only 2 left. And I'm kind of sad because I've really enjoyed doing them. It's it's kind of it was difficult to do them because some of them really were kind of heart-wrenching, I guess, but at the same time, like, I really enjoyed doing them, and I feel like, if they have an impact for other people, I will share myself, because there's a lot of things that I don't even necessarily tell people that are close to me that I shared on some of those videos. But yeah, I think we only have 2 questions left in our list of questions, so that makes me sad. But I do have questions to answer from you guys, so I have a lot of videos of answers to questions that you have asked me. So yeah, the start of that video was sweet. Yeah, thank you. Those are things that I was like, I have heard and maybe I needed to hear in my life. So I thought I would share those for you guys because I'm like, I feel like everyone needs to hear those things because I definitely had, times where I desperately needed to hear those things. Specifically, you belong here. I needed people to say you belong here for a really long time, and I never really heard it. So no mouth filter here at all. Well, I work in a salon, so I have to be careful how I speak. Oh, Charlie. Yeah. Charlie Barron's. Oh, he's so funny. Yeah, oh my goodness. I just cry laughing watching his videos because that is just so, he's so accurate. And that's because he lives in Wisconsin. But, it's just so, and then how he talks. Like, he sounds like when he talks, like, that is what my stepdad sounded like. That's what, like, all the older people up here sound like. That's probably what I sound like, and I just don't realize it. But oh, it just cracks me up. Like, yeah, go Packers and F the Bears. That's what he says. I don't watch football, but that part, it's just so funny. And I used to make fun of my husband because, Charlie on his videos always says real quick ones, and my husband says that. You find people too much drama here on YouTube. Yeah, I used to do a lot of art when I was in high school, and there is a lot of drama on YouTube. People arguing back and forth, this person saying that this person did that. It's just kind of irritating. I'm like, oh my goodness, just be happy for each other. You both have 60 million subscribers. Just quit with the drama. Yeah, I never really understood that drama either. But it's a competitive market, I guess. I'm not in for that. Oh, Dan, you're from England and you find it difficult to find the difference between American accents. Um, I find it difficult to find the difference between the different parts of England too, because you guys have different accents as well. A lot of people think I'm from Canada, but upper Midwest. Yeah, Canadians and Wisconsin, we kind of sound the same. Oh, when I went out west to Oregon, I don't hear them having an accent when I go out there. Like, my brother lives in Southern Oregon. I don't hear them having an accent. But they definitely picked up mine. As soon as I started talking, they're like, oh, you're from the Midwest. Oh, new YouTube is a nice outlet for me. Okay, maybe Level Drone, I misunderstood what you were saying. Oh, you find people too much drama. Here on YouTube is cool. Okay. Yes. Oh, you live in Oregon, Braxton? What part of Oregon? My brother is in Eagle Point near Medford, and I was just there in March. First 2 weeks in March, I was there. I love Oregon. If I had my choice, I would move out there tomorrow. It's so beautiful out there. The weather is a lot nicer. Bob and Doug McKenzie are close relatives. Do we all know that INFJs are the most critical people trying not to lose what we already have? Darklight, I don't know what you mean by drain here. Mulukin, you'll have to explain that. Try not to lose what we already have. You know, we like cling tightly to the people that we love. Yeah, I don't hear it either, Derek. I do sometimes hear it. If I watch my videos back, I will hear certain phrases that I say that I know. Oh, drain in Oregon? Drain, Oregon? Next to curtain, it's like I live in a bathroom. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know where that is in Oregon. I was in, yeah, Medford, well, Eagle Point, Rogue River Valley. I love Oregon. I'm in love with Oregon. Yeah, two of my brothers live there. I love your accent. Your Aussie accent. I love it. It's so beautiful. I love the sound of your voice. You sound like my sister-in-law who lives in this, not your accent, but the sound of your voice, like that very soft, feminine. You sound like her when you talk, and you kind of look like her too. And her name is Kaylee. Um, but yeah, she lives in Southern Oregon now too, and I really miss her and her little girls. So I love your accent, your Australian accent. It's beautiful. I feel like Midwest is not as beautiful. We're more like we talk too fast, and it sounds a little like redneck-ish. I don't know. San Francisco. California's still closed down, isn't it? Oh, Phoenix. I've always wanted to go to Australia. That is one place that I've always wanted to go to see all the animals that you have there and to see your wildlife. Actually, one of my longtime clients, he's lived in America. I don't know how long he's lived here. He is maybe 70, but he lived in Australia until, he was born there and he lived there until he was about 25, I think. And he still has a little bit of that accent. He's a really cool guy. I don't know how you city dwellers survive. I would have a really hard time not living in the country. As an adult, anyway. As a kid, I enjoyed living in town, but as an adult. Oh, the sun's changing now. Back behind me. Yeah, my sister-in-law has blonde hair like you, too. And a little bitty nose. And her little girls, well, one has red hair and the other one is a blonde. You miss the country so much, Derek. I would too if I ever had to move to town. I mean, I don't know what I'd do without my chickens. Not as blonde as your hair because I think her hair has gotten darker as she's gotten older, but yeah, Portland, that's the big city in Oregon. Um, Oh, your hair is naturally brown. Oh, I just thought you were a blonde. My hair is naturally very dark brown and gray at this point. And then I just lighten it and lighten it and lighten it and then put whatever wash of color I want on it for now. Yeah. You look like a natural blonde. And you know, I figured your hair was lightened a little bit, but I didn't think it was lightened that much. It's really beautiful. I mean, as a hair colorist, I am impressed by your hair. It's really beautiful, the color. If I could get my hair that light, I would be really happy. Oh my goodness, top floor flat on 17th floor. I could never look out the windows. I'm terrified of heights. I had my first gray hair when I was 27, and now they're like in clumps, but I just keep coloring them. I didn't color them for several months. I don't know why. I just thought maybe I would want to grow them out, but then I thought as a hairdresser, I have to I have to keep my hair looking professional. I can't go around with gray hair and then expect my clients to spend money coloring theirs. I haven't had my natural color in a lot of years, but I've done hair for a lot of years, so it kind of goes with the territory. Now, some people, it's genetic, the gray hair. It's genetic how quickly you go gray. People blame it on lots of different things. I mean, stress can accelerate it for sure, but it is a genetic thing. I know a good friend of mine, he started graying when he was like 18 years old, and he's the same age as me, and his hair is almost completely white now. It's just a genetic component that causes your hair to go gray earlier. And my mom was pretty gray at my age too, so I got my dad's genetics for that, I guess. So much pain we have, people, but still trying to tell ourselves it is not there at all. Such a shame even to not to tell each other what we think. Yeah, it is. It is a shame not to share. I never want to burden people. That's what kept me quiet for so long. It kept me quiet for so long because I didn't want to burden people. I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. I didn't want pity. Like pity just feel, and that's what I always felt if I would tell somebody what was actually going on with me. If I could figure it out and pinpoint it, I didn't want their pity. And that's what I felt from them. So I just didn't share. The Enneagram, yeah, it is a shame that we can't share it with each other, but I'm trying with this channel. That's kind of my intention, is to share what's going on, and then in hopes that it's going to open other people up to do the same. Yeah, an Enneagram, I've taken that test several times, maybe 3 or 4 times. I always get a different result, and it's just not been on my list of things to research, I guess. Braxton, I noticed a lot of INFJs are very nice looking. And I don't know if it's just because the INFJs that I see on YouTube are nice looking, or if they're just attractive people, or we know how to put ourselves together, or I don't know what that's about, but it may just be luck or genetics. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, I've noticed a lot of the INFJs that I see on videos, or even their little thumbnail picture, they're all very nice looking people, young or old. So I'm not sure what that's about. You should be gray after everything you've been through. Me too. Life has been very hard. I should be 100% gray after the last couple years that I went through. But it's just genetic, the grays. We hot. Yeah, we that makes me laugh, you guys. And Jasmine, we're ready for the Grammys all the time. I will never forget that you said that. That just, oh my gosh, I think about that almost all the time. Like I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go to the Dollar General and I got to put myself together. Now you got me laughing. Ah, oh my goodness, that was funny. Yeah, the hair is from my dad's side, and I used to really dislike my hair when I was younger, and then I finally learned how to take care of it because I started doing hair, and then I'm like, oh, I actually like my hair. And it's kind of funny that I decided to do a YouTube channel when my hair is a different color than it's ever been. Always wore my hair dark up until the last year and a half, and then I decided to go light. So, Mike, and everybody's gonna keep that going. You're so easy to talk to. Yes, people say that to me too, because we actually listen and we mirror back to them, so we help them to like process what's going on. At least that's my understand. It's like Braveheart. Now I haven't watched Braveheart. I think since I don't know what you're referring to with the Braveheart because I haven't watched that in so long. That was a hard movie for me to watch. Love her hair color of a German Shepherd. Oh my goodness. And in person, I feel like my hair is really orange, but that's okay. Listening is an underrated skill, and it's a skill that you have to develop to be good at. It takes practice. And you also have to have people around you that want to talk to you. I mean, if you never have anybody around you, because I know, well, and I've done it myself for the last several years, like isolate myself and not let anybody in. And it, then there's nobody to listen to. And then you kind of feel empty and purposeless and aimless. And that's kind of how I felt for years, is aimless. Because, purpose is to listen and help and, you know, you know, you know. And if there's nobody to listen to, then you're kind of living with no purpose. I've got a whole bunch of baby chickens. Well, they're about 2 months old now. About 40 of them. And they were, yeah, Jasmine, I was a hermit. Like I always say, like I cloistered myself in my home other than when I went to work. I did that, for the last like 7 years since I left that church. And I lost a lot of people that were friends of mine when I left there. And so there wasn't really anybody to be with. And, you know, it was really like a social club going to church. So I kind of just have stayed home and not really talked to anybody other than my family and, you know, my friend that you're going to see the video tomorrow, because I am going to upload it in the morning because I have ants in my pants because I'm so excited about it. And yeah, there's nobody to give to. There's nobody to, you know, pour out what you're supposed to pour out into. So why is slow mode on? I don't know, Eli. I didn't turn it on. People make life. Yes, Dan, that is why we are here. We INFJs know how to take care of ourselves. Well, we do, but we don't always do it. Especially if we're taking care of a lot of other people, then we don't. Hi, Tony. We're not competitive or like any attention. That is true. I was on my other account and it said slow mode is on. I didn't turn on slow mode, although they're moving quickly enough that if that's slow mode, I mean, I'm still having to scroll. Yeah, I'm not competitive at all. I just want my kids are competitive and they like their sports, and I just want to make sure they have fun, that they enjoy themselves. Never compete, never lose. That's that's a good mantra for me. I think one of our next questions on our video are, what are words that you want to live by? Never compete, never lose. We all a bit slow, it's okay. Oh, it was a glitch. Can I promote a Twitch streamer? No, Eli, you're not promoting a Twitch streamer. Why would you want to promote a Twitch streamer? Beating other people bugs me. Well, it depends. I've never been too interested in sports, but if I win, I don't know. Oh. Oh, oh, Eli. Eli, is he a gamer? Well, go ahead and promote it. Go ahead and promote it. You do what you need to do, buddy. Just don't spam my comments with it. Oh, boy. Oh, I still feel sad that Michael left and he felt bad. I still feel sad. I never lose at the casino. No, I would just, Kieran, at the casino, I mean, I've been to a casino twice. First of all, the noise in there is overwhelming. But I would just hand him 20 bucks at the desk and leave. No, Eli, you're not spamming it 10 times. Because I don't gamble. Yeah, Kieran, it's about the same for me too. Yeah, I just hand him 20 bucks at the door and then leave. That's about the extent of it for me, because I'm just going to lose my money anyway. I haven't been to a casino since my bosses had a Christmas party at a casino, which was probably 15 years ago. Hey, buddy. Okay, so can I block my moderator? Because now he's spamming the comments. Do you ever feel like you're just trying to keep everyone happy? Oh, yeah. I feel like sometimes that's my lot in life. It's like, keep everyone happy, keep everyone feeling good, make sure the environment feels, you know, peaceful and everyone has what they need, want, desire, and then in turn I'll be happy. And I just don't, it's not always that way though, because sometimes you're sacrificing yourself for the sake of other people's happiness. And as a mother, it's really tricky though too, because you want your children to be happy. You want everything to be peaceful in your home so they don't end up traumatized, you know, but yeah, a lot of times. And then, you know, I'm in the service profession. I work as, you know, as a hairstylist and a barber. So that is my job, is to make them happy. That our personality in an animal is wolves. What do you say about it? Well, I'm not sure about that. I don't know a lot about wolves other than I'm afraid of them. And I don't want them, I hear them sometimes because they do live around here. I hear them sometimes, but I don't ever want to see one. Wolves are terrifying, but I'll have to look into that video and see what that video is about. That sounds really interesting to me. I know that there's a YouTuber, Comanche INFJ. I know a couple of you, I've seen you in the comments. He is, oh, I just forgot what tribe he's from. But he's in a wolf, he's Wolf Clan because he's a Native American. And I found that very interesting, what he related his, you know, his self to his Wolf Clan. I thought that was really interesting. So go check him out. He's brand new, but he's got some really interesting videos. And go check him out if you have time. Comanche INFJ. Oh, my son just left the dogs out.
I tried to grab her collar and it just...
Okay, I'm gonna try to scroll back here. Hey, Garen, why don't you come over and talk with us when you're done?
Shirtless.
We'll go get a shirt. I'm trying to convince my older son to come over. He's shirtless. When you're done, get a shirt
I
on.
know the grass is nice, girl. Come on.
Hello.
Come on.
I think us kids as INFJs have been taught to sacrifice and give to others to receive love. A lot to learn, a lot to grow. I've been investing in myself more and giving second, and it's paying off. Braxton, yes. I feel like a lot of times, like, I needed to portray a certain thing as a young person to be loved. I don't have like specific memories, but I do have like feelings about things. And I can say that I feel like I had to portray certain things or externally show something to be loved as a young person. So I think you got something there, Braxton. Yeah, Garen is not coming over here. He's going over by the goats to pet them. I was going to tell him the same thing, Darklight, that know your audience. I'm like, they're not going to be interested in a gamer. I'm just telling you right now. INFJs are only wolves in our own minds, maybe. Yeah, wolves, I mean, they're pack animals. There's different animals in the, you know, there's different roles in the pack of wolves. So, I mean, but also chickens have a hierarchy. I don't know if you guys knew that. There's like a head chicken and there's other, you know. If you don't have a plan, you become part of someone else's. True. Sometimes you got to be hard on the outside because you're afraid to show the... Yeah, you have to, sometimes you have to act tough. And I know that, you know, when things have gotten, when some pretty bad things have happened, like for example, when my husband had a heart attack and I was in the hospital, watching him, and they brought him out after they put his, stents in, and I was standing in his room and he started to, you know, like crash. and then they sent me out of the room, and I was standing in the hallway watching, watching the monitors and stuff, and he was like flatlining basically. I mean, they brought him back. They brought in the emergency response team and the crash cart and all that stuff, and they brought him back, but the whole time I just stood there like stone-faced with my arms crossed, and in my mind I was like, what is the matter with me? I should be reacting, but we have this like strong exterior sometimes that we have to keep everyone else calm, and I think maybe that's why I did that. Oh yeah, sometimes, Johnny, I know I've done that in other streams. I've like you're afraid to show the soft side. Well, it can be dangerous to show your soft side, but oh, there's Garen. He's trying to catch a little dog. She's fine. She's fine. Hey, buddy, come sit by me and say hi to the viewers just for a minute. Garen's going to come sit by me, he said. Oh, too bad Mona's not here because she really wanted to see him.
Oh.
Here's my boy.
What's up, Minnie?
There's Garen.
Hello.
Yeah, Mona wanted to talk with you about anime, but she's not here today. At least I don't think she is. She hasn't commented.
Some chico buddy.
Yeah, I know I'm very calm under pressure.
Buddy, come up here. Oh, you're fine.
So this is Garen. This is my, he's 16. This is my middle child.
The underappreciated one.
The underappreciated one. Yeah, I'm a middle child too, so I get that. Like, the middle child gets forgotten. He got big. Well, we haven't seen him before. He's never been on the channel before.
I mean, I've been in the background.
He was
shirtless.
in the back. Yeah, he was in the background shirtless.
1 or 2 times.
I wonder why her comment was held for review. What did it say?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. Welcome to the channel. He's an INTP. We usually don't like profanity, but I felt like it was reasonable. I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it. As long as it's not the F word, or, gross stuff. The underappreciated one, yes. INTPs are very smart. He is very smart. Actually, all my children are really smart.
No, I'm dumb. Like, I'm not gonna say. Not getting your channel demonetized.
Just wait. They said, "Nice to meet you, young man. Come sit that back down."
I'm gonna get your channel demonetized
Just
if I sit here any longer.
Why?
Because I already got too many bad jokes of a YouTuber.
Come sit down and tell the bad jokes.
No, I can't.
They might like them.
No, you're getting demonetized if I say them.
Okay, then no bad jokes. Well, he was on no F word. No. I really dislike the F word. Although my husband was a Marine, so it's one of his favorite adjectives, but oh, okay. See you, Jasmine. Well, guys, does anyone have a question for Garen, since he's our, goodness, why are we having held for review? Does anyone have a question for Garen? Oh, Mona, guess who's here?
Oh, is this the person I wanted to talk
Hello
about?
there. Hi there, fellow lover of anime. Hi, Walter.
Man. I'm getting announced as a weeb on my mom's channel.
Oh, Darklight, it's your channel. You can speak however you want. And you can allow whatever you want. That's the beautiful thing about your own channel, is that you have control over it. So on your channel, if you have a mouth filter problem, it's okay.
Anime talk commences.
The anime talk commences. Yeah, talk the anime. How does it feel to be an INTP these days? Did you learn a lot when you found out about being INTP?
I'm not sure, honestly. I'm kind of a mixture of like both. I'm kind of an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. Like, I like to be alone at certain points, and sometimes I don't like to be like alone at points. I don't know. It's really mixed up in my brain. Everything just seems to be like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just like I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of jammed in between the two. Was that a good answer?
That was a great. Oh, let's see. I don't mind if other people swear on their videos. That's fine. You use language. I'm used to hearing it. I don't particularly like it for my own channel. Let's see. Your brother called you a dweeb for having an interest in Japanese culture, aka anime fan.
Hey, I got him into it too, so he can't say anything about it.
Ever watch Invader Zim?
No, I actually didn't. Yeah, it's different, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, behave, Immortal Flame. Yeah, he needs to behave.
Yeah, he's the
Are you
moderator
sure
in
he's
this
not
show.
an INFJ? Well, we only tested him once, Walter. So I don't know, but he is a little bit different than I am. But
I mean, that might be the ADD too, but
oh, you?
yeah.
Oh. It might just be that he's younger. I don't know. I don't feel like your personality changes much as you get older. I think once it's developed, it's developed.
Chico's getting all the pets.
Whatever happened to Bug?
Wait, what does that mean?
I don't know.
You mean like, is it like Booger?
I don't know.
Did you do a live stream with Boo?
No.
No? Okay, that's probably not.
My best friend is INTP. He's very strategic and calm at a lot of circumstances where I would be not as calm.
Yes.
LOL. Yeah. Bunny cartoons. Oh, smash the Zim. I'm destroyed. What does that mean?
I don't know. I've never watched Invader Zim.
Oh, we never watched Invader Zim.
I'm too young for that. Actually, I might have seen like one episode at my buddy's house, but that was just like on in the background.
I asked a question. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can find it. How do you see your mom?
Ooh.
How do you see your mom?
Wait, me?
Yeah, what do you think of your mom?
I mean, honestly, you're very nice at a lot of points. You don't seem to be getting in like anyone's business. You seem to be in your own little area to like be. You don't seem to want to like try to get into my like personal business unless I like ask you to necessarily. Like, you're not really, I don't know what word to say, but like really pushy with it. Like,
I don't pry.
yeah, you ask a question and you don't seem to like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you basically said it. You don't seem to pry. You don't seem to, but you know what I mean.
Where's the phone? Garrett, where's my moderating phone? Mom, where's the phone?
Oh, that says Attack of Titan. Lots to unfold in the upcoming season.
Yes, Attack on Titan.
You gotta like face this.
I know,
so hear you.
but it's
Talk about
it's
Attack
a big
on
anime to talk about. I don't want to start controversies and everything.
I stopped watching Attack on Titan after the first episode. I didn't like the sight of people getting eaten in half.
Oh, it's okay, Walter. I didn't think it was. I wasn't offended or anything. Oh, so Garen doesn't want to start a controversy and talk about Attack of Titan, I guess.
Well, I
Attack on
mean,
Titan.
it's one of my favorite animes for sure.
Ow.
It's got good storyline and all, but like
It's got a good
You
storyline.
just clawed my legs.
and it's actually got a lot of character depth. Like the people that are like the characters that they draw in the anime, they really do seem to have like their own personalities and everything. So it just seems like it's just a well built anime to just be around. I don't know.
Okay. I don't watch anime at all, guys, so.
Oh. I think I saw like there's Spirited Away too.
Spirited
Yeah,
Away?
that Dark Light Empathy.
I didn't know what that meant.
I think I'm pretty sure that's an anime. I've seen it I've seen the name a couple times, but yeah, especially the first season with the plot twist where you figured out who the actual Titans were that destroyed the city. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then same with the abnormal Titans and all them, and the wall, all that. I'm not trying to make any spoilers, but
Yeah,
like,
Spirited Away is maddening.
it's pretty crazy for sure.
Yeah, Spirited Away is maddening.
Yep. I've seen that.
He says he is most likely INTP indeed. I thought so too, Jonas. When he tested and I read, the description, I'm like, yep. Once again, you don't have to explain. Your smile says everything.
Yeah, I just laugh at a lot of things. I find a lot of things funny. Like things that shouldn't be funny, I laugh. I don't know. It's it's a problem.
Tell them about NF. There's a band called NF that they said you have to listen to. You will like
NF.
it, probably.
I feel like I've heard about NF.
I haven't. Oh, you still have hairs from your haircut on you.
That could have been from Chico.
Yeah, it's probably,
No, it was your hair.
American rapper. He's a rapper.
Yeah.
yeah, NF. Are they talking about the rapper?
Yes.
Yes, I've listened to NF before. Yeah.
Well, because Darklight wants me to listen to NF, and I haven't yet.
Well,
I'll play some NF music.
No, not right now.
no.
Copyright.
No, yeah, we
strike.
can't.
She's monetized. We can't do that.
Oh yeah, she'll lose money. Precious money.
Yeah.
I get ads in all your videos now, Mom. It works.
It says NF's music is so raw and real. Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet. I have to have some time to sit and listen, I guess. Maybe I'll just I need to do that. I will.
Look at Suzanne over there.
Yeah, this child,
Where'd
this
she go?
INTP child, I swear was born smiling. Like he came out of the womb with a smile on his face, and he started laughing when he was a week old. He's always been a very happy child. Okay, Mr. Goodwrench, good night. I'm going to be going pretty soon as well, you guys. It's going to be getting dark pretty soon here. The sun is going down. And oh my goodness, it's been 1 hour and 43 minutes. I'm usually like, oh, I'll keep this around an hour, but we've been talking. Yeah, check out NF. I don't know what he is a goat means, but
Oh, it's the greatest of all time.
oh, it's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
like-
usually great. It's like
They normally use it in sports. Like say Tom Brady,
Yeah.
the quarterback. There they called him a goat because he got so
Oh.
many Super Bowls and he was in the team for so long.
So they call him a goat? Well,
yeah,
that's,
it's like
I've
goat
never
period. It's like G period, A
Yeah,
period.
it's
O
it's all
period, T.
abbreviated.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. Okay. Yeah, check out NF, everybody. I'm gonna go for now and have a good rest of your day, or go to bed. Go to bed if it's the middle of the night for you. Oh, lots of questions to ask your son, but I'm not fast on typing. It's okay, Walter. Do you want to keep answering questions,
I
Karen?
can if they want
He wants
to.
to keep answering questions, so
I'm just gonna answer some snaps real quick.
he's going to answer some Snapchat. So Mona, if you want to keep asking him questions, I will be right back. I'm going to go use the little girl's room.
Oh, I gotta run the stream now.
Yeah, you just answer questions. So we have an INTP taking over. Good night, Darklight.
Sit in the main chair.
What to search for and where regarding this NF thing? It's music.
Yeah, he's
Jonas.
a rapper.
He's a rapper.
You just look it up on any like music media sites.
Okay, what drew you to MBTI personality test? Go,
Me?
go, go. Yes, they're asking you. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Here, sit in the main chair.
Oh, I gotta sit in the main chair now.
That's like this is the guest chair.
Oh man.
This right here is the leader chair.
All right. Okay, so the tests, the personality test, was that the one that I took like to find out what my personality type is?
Yeah, like what I took.
Okay.
I was in
I don't know.
the Briggs.
My
Myers
mom
or
kind of
something.
just like told me to take it so she could see what personality type I was, and I took it with all. Oh, she took it?
Yeah, she took it, then she
I
forced
thought
us to
I was
take
like you. I was like, you telling me that she took it for me?
it. Yeah, no, she took it. Then she's like, "Oh, I'm an ENFP. You need to take it. No, you need to take it. Eli, go take it. Rain, go take it. Dad, go take it."
I was like the last one to take it actually. I think I was the last one to take it because I didn't
Maybe.
want to take it for a while, and then I was like, might as well. So we were just sitting.
I
in the
am
car trip.
I don't remember.
Is
I
there
just call
more
myself
comments?
communist.
Oh, the real SP. What does that mean?
ESFP, brother.
Is that like your personality type?
I'm an ENFP. We don't know this
I don't
stuff.
know. That's all my mom that does the technical personality stuff. I'm just like, oh, that's what I am. Okay, that's what we act like. Oh, okay.
He just sits in his room and watches anime.
Favorite anime? Probably it's between Naruto and Akame ga Kill, honestly.
Oh, Akame ga Kill is very, very bloody.
But Akame ga Kill is definitely like an anime that you need to watch after your brain is like developed.
Yeah, because I watched it as my starter anime, and whoa,
Yeah.
no. Garen said it was a horrible starter anime. Mom, this is an anime podcast now.
Who's talking anime with you?
The Awakened INFJ.
Oh,
So how did
personality type.
Are they talking about me or
Yeah, I don't know. What does it say? Naruto.
Oh yeah. Naruto's a big one. It's
Very light.
A real ESFP little brother. How did it end up? INFJ or some kind? This guy is INTP.
I've been looking at the Eli screen the whole time.
Oh, you're supposed to look at this one. I haven't
Naruto.
listened to NF.
It's kind of older still than words
Anime is very
favorite Naruto character? I'd have to say Sasuke.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's I don't even necessarily like Naruto as a character. He's definitely the main character, obviously, but
I like what's
I
his
feel
name.
like Sasuke just has more things that resonate in him that are more emotional, I guess.
I can't remember his name.
What do you think of INFJs in general?
I don't know. They seem like they're kind of the people that will sit back and listen to conversations. Kakashi Sensei, yes, but anyways, but they seem like they'd be the ones to sit back in a conversation and not try to put in too much, but like if they feel like they're being left out, I don't know. Honestly, I don't necessarily know how to like generalize and like notice what personality types normally people are, but I don't know. I just basically know my mom is one, and that's really the only one that I can definitely tell you is real, like that I know that is actually the personality type. But I do have, I think, I don't necessarily know. Normally in school I go around for the people that are exciting. They talk a lot. We do a bunch of stupid stuff. We just run around. I don't know. Normally the people that are INFJ, they kind of just like sit back, don't try to do anything too crazy. At least I think. I'm not sure. But
Good night, Braxton. It says he's definitely is INTP from what I've seen. Yep, I think so. Oh, your mom is INTP. And Walter, I think, just wait. Walter had another. Your son asked what the letters stand for.
Yeah, the like the INFJ and all
Oh,
that.
IN. So I is introverted, N is
Mhm.
intuition, T is thinking, and P is perceiving. You would have to look up how those
Oh,
work.
so basically, I think about everything.
Yeah, you think about everything.
That's literally everything of that.
Inside your mind,
Yeah.
yes. Any interesting books you over the past couple of days?
Books.
Books?
I remember the last book
I
Garen
think the
read.
last book I read was for English class, like second quarter.
Wait,
That
Garen,
was,
no,
like
I
half
think
a
I know
year
the
ago.
last book that you enjoyed was the books that you gave me about Naruto.
Oh yes, actually, I did. The first few books that I actually like bought myself that I enjoyed was this one series about Itachi from Naruto, about how and why he like did all the things he did.
School was a nightmare. Oh, he really enjoyed how you answered how INFJs are. I liked how he answered it too. That was pretty cool.
Garen,
School
you-
was a nightmare
I
for
thought
me
I was
too,
messing up
Kieran.
the whole time. I thought I was gonna be like actually like talking. I felt like I was talking smack about him. I don't know.
No, you described it very well.
Garen, someone had a question. M. Thinkworth said, "What about the Bardo series, Epic Fail and Delight?"
Oh, I don't even want to get into the Bardo series. I heard about the things that happened in that anime, and I'm just like, I'll stick with watching Naruto Shippuden, and that's it. Just Bardo just seems to be like them pushing to get more money and like just add more fillers, basically.
Lots of posturing, not enough learning.
Yeah.
Kieran, I just think for me in school, kids were just really mean. I mean, my family didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't have nice clothes. I barely had any clothes. I mean, we were provided for, but it was just, whoa, rocking the camera
I'm
now.
trying to move my legs so I can like,
He's
go
got
down
real
the
long
level.
legs. He's a tall boy, and they're too long. And yeah, kids in school were just super mean to me. And that's why school was so miserable for me, and I never fit in anywhere.
Oh, another
My legs. The
aftershock.
spot is not.
Do you want to switch spots
Yes.
with me? Okay.
I keep knocking this table. I can't stop moving my limbs. So it's kind of tough.
Yeah, school was miserable. I couldn't wait to get out of school, but I think for the most part, my kids enjoy school, which is comforting to me. Well, you like the friends at school.
Yeah.
I only
Lots of
enjoyed
bullying,
reading.
yes, Kieran. Lots of bullying for
Yeah.
me too. Like people were super mean, and I know Garen has gone through some of that as well. My daughter did too because girls are vipers, and that's all I can say about it.
And it was mostly the girls for me too.
The girls are giving you a hard time too.
Yeah, those are the ones that they make the rumors.
Girls are vipers.
You know,
It's horrible.
they're just people from Tomahawk just believe that they're big.
Yeah,
Garen.
I guess so. When you live in a small town, it's any skill you've developed. INTP are quick learners. I've heard you're taking advanced classes at school. You had your AP classes.
Yeah, I took advanced placement U.S. history. That was. There's plenty of Tomahawks, Eli. But Eli, stop whispering to me, please. I'm trying to answer questions and you're distracting me. What was the question? Oh, I forgot.
Advanced placement classes.
Okay, so. But. Alright, so. The AP US history. That class. So I took US history. I did good. I liked the class. I liked history. I was like, okay, let's take advanced placement AP US history. It can't be anything different. No, politics. Whole time.
And that wasn't interesting?
No, I don't like politics. I stay away from that. I don't even watch like debates or anything. I'm just like, any particular.
I stayed away from the mean-spirited people and was shy, reserved, and quiet about friends at school. I was too, but like the mean-spirited people like sought me out. Like there was this group of girls that just like sought me out, and they were just so incredibly mean.
Yeah, the only.
And I
think,
couldn't get away from them. They would just like find me and just terrorize me. It was just horrible. Any particular subject you're really good at?
Well, I was naturally good at history and math, but AP US history didn't really prove that. But otherwise, it's honestly just like math came easy to me constantly. I was in advanced math, like I was a year ahead of everyone since middle school, and then my eighth grade year, I kind of dropped out of it because I didn't understand Algebra 1 as an eighth grader. So it was all just, especially the teacher too. There's been known problems with that teacher. With like every year they complain about her. They just our school's a little too poor to afford new teachers. So it's it's kind of bad, but it's small town things. It's just how it is. Like everyone knows everybody. And there's not enough money to be thrown around because not many people are making a solid amount of money. Yeah, I don't know. Just I don't know. I'm trying to talk about something that I don't even know what I'm talking about.
What are your thoughts on guys who are simp? Again, a phrase I don't understand. Your brother had an interesting opinions on to share on it. So what do you think about guys like that?
Okay, so Sims.
Sims blonde.
Eli, be quiet. This is my Sim speech now.
Yeah, you already did yours.
Okay, so the Sims. They're kind of a resonating like group now, and like everyone calls each other a simp because like they're not with the boys, they're not hanging out with like all the guys, they're going off and hanging out with girls instead of the boys, and like you consider that person a simp because they want to be with a girl more than they want to be with like their best friends and everything. And I don't know, it kind of just like expanded upon like how they used to be just like simps were people that would donate a bunch of money to gamer girls and like spend money to get noticed and all that, and like just buy stuff for girls just for no reason, just to like try to get them and to date them and everything. But like I don't know how you're supposed to not be a simp nowadays, because like whenever you're doing anything like talking to a girl or doing anything, you're considered a simp, which doesn't make sense to me, especially in like where I live here. Like there's not many people to hang out with, so we kind of hang out with both genders. We hang out with the girls and the guys. We all just like sit at basically in a parking lot at a grocery store and just sit there. That's what we do every day. It's for no reason. I don't know why. It's fun. It's like we just sit there and talk and like bump music and honk our horns for no reason. Like that's what we do all day. Just sit there.
Occasionally get an Arizona tea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
occasionally get an Arizona tea from Quick Trip and then go to Bradley and swim.
I used to really be hard. Math was really hard for me. Dark light, really hard. Yeah, Kieran, I got really sick my senior year of high school, so I ended up failing a bunch because I missed so much school. And then I took my GED too, and it was so easy, I thought. If American girls wore uniforms here, no guy would ever graduate. Because in Australia, the girls, everybody has to wear uniforms to school. Yeah.
Like the short shorts and all
And
that.
yeah, she inside the mind of
the short skirts.
yeah, inside the mind of NFJ is from Australia.
Oh.
Yeah, no uniforms. We got to just wear our clothes from home.
There is still.
There are loads of videos on women leveling up, whatever that means.
Glow up.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, Eric's on his way. We're gonna go fishing.
Oh,
I came
okay.
out here to ask you if there was like the worms were still in the fridge or not. And I came over.
Yeah, there's still worms in the fridge. You're going fishing?
Yeah,
You're gonna fish bluegill?
probably yeah.
Okay, he's going fishing, and
Well, not yet, but
yeah, pretty soon.
no. Whenever he pulls up and is ready.
Yeah, his buddy's coming to pick him up. They're gonna go fishing. Guys, it was really fun. We are at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna get going. It's almost my bedtime. I really appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I am so glad that Garen sat down with us. Maybe I'll get him to do a video with me now, or maybe he'll just live stream again. Thanks for being along for the ride. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Oh.